Welcome to my channel Arjulenka Study Materials, and in this channel I upload many videos about important exams of school or any other level exams of class 7. And today we are starting with the chapter 1, part 1 of the chapter rational numbers. So today we will be discussing about rational numbers, and we will be discussing equivalent rational numbers, how to compare rational number, and some important tricks. So let us start. So first let us know the introduction. So what are rational number? Rational number are all the numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q. In this form it can be expressed where p and q are integers, and q is not equals to 0. Q is not equals to 0. It can be any number, but it shouldn't be equal to 0, and both of them are integers. Now examples of rational number is 2 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 6, etc. Here the p and q are integers, we can see, and q is not equals to 0. And one important question arises in our mind, that are all fractions rational number? Yes, all fractions are rational numbers, but all rational numbers are not fraction. Because a rational number include negative fractions, but fractions must be positive. So all rational number are not fractions. It is a very important line, and this is the diagram which comes in exams. This you have to remember. Now we will be studying about equivalent rational numbers. So what are equivalent rational numbers? It is that if suppose there is a fraction 4 by 5, then if I will multiply 2 to both the numerator and denominator, there will be 8 by 10. And so 8 by 10 is an equivalent fraction of 4 by 5. Thus what does it mean? Equivalent rational numbers can be formed if we multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, or divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. Here I multiplied the numerator and denominator by the same number and got 8 by 10 as the equivalent fraction. And below is one example which we are now going to solve this question. The question is that find one equivalent rational number of 3 by 5. So we know that we can multiply any number. Suppose we multiply 2 to both the numerator and denominator, we get 6 by 10. So 6 by 10 is an equivalent rational number of 3 by 5. This we will write as the statement that 6 by 10 is an equivalent rational number of 3 by 5. So comparing rational numbers. So a by b must be equals to c by d if bc equals to ad. This means that if there are two fractions a by b, c by d, then their cross multiplications, if they are equal, then the fractions are equal. We can simply compare the rational numbers by using a simple method as below. It is a very important trick to be used in exams. So if it will be given are 4 by 5 and 2 by 5 equal, how we will compare it? We can just cross multiply 4 into 5, which is equals to 20, and 2 into 5, which is equals to 10. Thus we can say that 4 by 5 is greater than 2 by 5. So using this method we can say that how to compare the rational numbers. Using this method we can compare any two rational numbers only. If there will be more than two rational numbers, then we can't use this method. We have to take the LCM and do if there are more than two rational numbers. More than two rational numbers. So today we learned this much. So I have a worksheet 1 based on the learning objectives of today's class, part 1. So first question is, check whether 3 by 5 and 6 by 10 are equivalent rational numbers or not. You will check by the cross multiplication method. Is 0 a rational number? You can use the definition of rational numbers. Compare 4 by 5 and 6 by 15. Same question, same method. So we will discuss the answer in the next part. So to get the answer of this worksheet, you should subscribe to my channel so that you can get the part 2 in a very short period of time. Thank you for your patient hearing.